What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, PokeLive. On today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to pave and path in, of course, Animal Crossing New Horizons. This is definitely a topic that I would consider to be more of the advanced skill level in this game, but I promise you guys after this video, you will know how to do this step by step. You will be pathing and paving right after here. So, as you can see, my island has a pretty good amount of paths. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I spent a lot of time on these, so trust me when I say it is timely. I definitely would recommend doing this or starting this when you have a good chunk of time on your hands. So let's get into it. First things first, you're going to want to start with the Island Designer app. If you don't have it, you can get it with Nook Miles. But if you're at this point, I'd probably say you already have it. So we are just going to get permission for construction. Perfect. So once you are in construction mode, that's really the first part. Next, you're going to want to go to that little icon right next to it, the Custom Designs app. Now, this might be new to you guys, so if you don't have it, again, you can buy it with Nook Miles, but you are going to need this in order to start this process. So once you get into the Custom Designs app, it probably will look a little foreign. Don't worry, guys, we're going to get into it. You can see all of these different patterns that I have. I put each of these one by one in there, so I'm going to show you how exactly to find a pattern. So pretty much what we're going to want to do is I'm just going to start fresh here. Let's say we're just getting started. We're going to go to Custom Designs app. And right away in that top row there, you see X. You're going to click X on your controller and it's going to bring you to the online custom design portal. This is how you are going to find those patterns. The internet time can take a little bit of a time like anything else, like the airport, but just be patient, guys. This is so worth it, I promise. So now you're going to see a few options here. You can search by creator ID, search by design ID, or the criteria search. These are going to be useful if you found codes online. If you looked up certain designs that you want and you have the code, you can just type it in there. But right now, we're just going to go over to criteria search, pretending that we have no idea how to do this. Just type in the type of design you're going for. I'm looking for a flower path, so I'm just going to type that in. And then go ahead and hit the plus sign and search for that. So this will pull up a ton of different designs. And as you can see, there's 33 pages, guys. Do not be overwhelmed. My recommendation is don't go through every single page, especially if you hit, 100 plus pages. It's just too much. And these designs are made by gamers like us. I mean, you could literally make paths for this game. But it's much easier just to find one, trust me. So we are going to search for one we like. I like the flower look, so let's say we want to save this here. As you can see, the creator there is Cupcake, and you have that code. It's always going to start with an MA. So that would be your code. If you want to share it with someone who likes it, that's what you would give to them. But let's just save that. So this part's really important. So you want to go to a fresh tile here that has nothing in it, and I promise we will get into that and I will show you why you never want to overwrite something that you've used before. So let's just go to a nice clean spot there and put that pattern in there. So as you can see, this can be timely, especially if you find a bunch of different patterns you like. You do have to go through the saving constantly. It is a process, but again, trust me, guys, it is so worth it. You will love the way that this looks. So just be careful if you are overwriting something. As you can see, I had two of those purple flower paths, so I'm just going to put the new one here. Again, we will get into it. Wait till that part. You're going to want to see what happens if you overwrite it. So I'm going to be using this blue flower path for the area that I want to make a little path here. As you can see, there's tons of pieces for it. I believe I'm counting around 10 or 11-ish pieces. So you do want to save all of the ones that come with it. Even if you're not going to use them all, you never know. I always recommend saving all of that pattern type because they are there for a reason, guys. It is tedious, but trust me, it's so much easier just to do it all in one shot than to have to go back and search and redo this whole process. Just do it right off the bat. So once you're done saving all the pieces you want, go ahead and click yes, close this app, and we're just going to get out of it. Trust the process, guys, I promise. So now we're just gonna start to lay it down. So this does require quite a bit of practice. It's just like anything else. I'm pretty sure the first one I ever did is on a stream. If you want to see, I was not good at it at first. It took me forever. I mean hours, guys, but I promise you will get the technique if you just keep doing it. So I'm just gonna make little circles of this pattern here. So I'm gonna start with the top left corner, and then to make it a perfect circle, I'm gonna need the other top right piece and then the bottom right piece and the bottom left piece. As you can see, that is going to be how you make a circle. So yes, you do have to constantly hit that plus sign, go back into these designs, change the pattern, lay it down. It is tedious. I think everyone that does this will tell you it is so timely, and it's not the funnest part, but once you see your design, it is so rewarding, I promise. There are so many times that I have made designs and wanted to quit, but I just stuck with it. And again, it was just such a rewarding experience. So just stick with it, guys. I promise it'll work. This looks pretty ideal, actually. I always worry about spacing when you're making a circular style path, but you'll get it right. Just practice, practice, practice. I promise you will get good at it. The only thing to really just be careful about is picking the right pattern, especially if you are doing a more advanced style, like you're doing a diagonal path. Trust me, I've chosen patterns that were missing pieces, and it makes it absolutely impossible. And then all of your hard work is just totally lost because you have to redo it. So make sure you pick a pattern that has all of its components. So yeah, I'm just gonna speed this up, go through it quickly. But I am loving the way this looks. I think this floral path is beautiful. I think it fits my little forest area that I'm going for. Super happy with it. So I'm going to show you guys an example of, let's say I wanted a bigger circle here. This is why you're going to need all of your pieces. As you can see, we only used 4 in the top area to make a little baby circle, but here let's make a bigger one. I ended up not liking it overall just because I think, and you guys will see this, when the circle is bigger, it just looks kind of like a weird circle. It's just, I don't know, there's something missing about this pattern, and it's not the piece, it's just the way that they kind of cut out the edges there. They just don't really look the way that I'd like them to. But again, this is just how you do it. So you'd want to find middle pieces, you'd then want to go to a corner, then you'd want to go to a bottom middle piece, and that is going to be the process. Yes, it is tedious. Yes, again, it is timely, but this is how you have to do it. You know, this game was not meant to be a quick game. So, and you can also press Y on your controller. It'll brush over those pieces. It makes it a lot easier than having to use that little paving tool. I just wasn't into the larger pieces at all. I don't think that they just look that great for this area. So I'm just going to go back and make little baby circles here, and yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. And I think there was a lot of color choices too with these flower paths. So if you do like the style, but the bluish and the purple tones isn't for you, I do believe they had different colors, and I highly recommend this one. And one thing you can do if you are making a pattern like I'm doing here with the circles, you can just kind of do one piece at a time and kind of spread them out. So that way you're only going through a couple pieces. You don't have to keep redoing all 4 every single time. But if you're done, go ahead and just yeah, I'm done, and get out of this and get out of island construction mode and carry on with your day. But guys, I want to show you what happens if you overwrite a pattern. This is so important. So I'm just going to lay down this path, and yes, I slowed it down just because this is so important. I have made this mistake and I was so upset. So let's say you found a pattern that you really, really like, and you are out of space, which is definitely a problem. And basically what you're going to do is panic and say, oh no, I just have to replace one of my other patterns with this new pattern that I find. Well, please, please, please do not make this mistake. I'm about to show you what happens. It is absolutely horrendous, especially if you spent hours at work here. So let's say we find this new little piece here that we like, and we choose to overwrite it. Yes, you are absolutely seeing things correctly. This is where it gets weird. And oh my god, it literally changes. If you overwrite it, it will be that new pattern. So trust me, this is stressful, and that is why I emphasize this. And this is a huge part of this video. Do not make this mistake. Just put it in a clean slot there, or put it somewhere that you have not used a pattern, because it will literally overwrite every single location that you have that specific tile in your island, and you will be so upset. So I think that's gonna be it. I feel really good about the little flower path that I just made. I think it's beautiful. I'm definitely gonna play around with it, but I mean, that's how this game is, guys. We just, we do an area and then we realize down the road we don't like it and we redo it, and the cycle just keeps going. But please guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe, and please do not doubt yourself. Get off of this video right now and go to your Switch and make yourself a cute little path. I promise you will know how to do it now. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video again. I will see you next time.